God, I am late to this. I had this recorded for a long time. I just kind of never got around to getting it together, but Kurisame's tomorrow, so I have to get this out. I got to submit it and all that stuff. So I just went through this with a team that I know would work, because yeah, you saw that right, no counters, even though the orb is completely centered around counters. But that isn't a problem. We have so many different options, even within the TCC bans, to get around this orb without counters. And this team just makes it easy. No, I am not saying that all of Lufenia is easy. I know that's hard to understand. I'm also not saying that all of Lufenia will be easy. I'm not denying the fact that stages won't get harder. That would be ludicrous. It would also be something that no one has ever said ever. I'm just saying this stage right here with this team is easy. There's really nothing to worry about. We didn't even bring heals. Well, no, we did. We got healer Sazh with the Porum Sphere, but it doesn't matter because, okay, the Porum Sphere heals 3% regeneration. Vivi's taking out 15 every time he takes a turn. So that means we heal up just a little bit because of Sazh, and then Vivi just takes it all away anyways. But it doesn't matter, because we got the Edge Sazh combo to keep us safe. You cannot be touched with that combo. Yeah, you'll take a break here and there if you lose the buff, but it's no real danger. And with Vivi here, just dropping rocks on them, or rocks, meteors, you know what I mean. Fire in their faces, rocks on their heads. You know what I'm talking about. Whatever. I worded that weird. But yeah, there's really nothing to worry about with this team at all. I haven't checked the list. I'm sure I'm not the only person who used it. So, you know, is what it is. I'm not gonna lie, it's hard to think about anything else to talk about other than Lufenia being easy. It's become a bit of a meme among the dystopian community. It's kind of just something we say because it's funny and because people get mad. And it's a long story. We're not trying to just make people mad on purpose. It's a long history to it that I detailed in a previous video. I think this will be the second TCC challenge in a row where I talk about this stupid shit, but whatever. I'm having fun. It's just banter. I think everyone's gonna be okay. Yeah, 10 out of 10 commentary. I can barely even talk. I'm like, blah, 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 stumbling over all my words, talking about stuff nobody cares about. But anyway, back to the fight. Look at how easy this is. They can't hit anyone. I think we take 4 breaks total, because like the buff drops for a second or something. But you know, with Sazh extending that edge evasion, like it's so good. I actually saw this team take, well, not this team, excuse me, Sazh and Edge, along with it was actually Furion after he got his LD and burst. It was the 3 of them took on tier 19 and they demolished it. That was on the probably not pronouncing it right, but Ada channel, AIDA. I don't know if that's how you say it, but you know what I'm talking about. That's the channel that does a lot of the early like showcases for LDs that come out in the Japanese version. I'm sure everyone already knows who they are, but if you don't, go sub to them. They're great. I don't know if it's just one person or like a bunch of people, I'm not sure, but whoever it is, I've had the pleasure of talking to whoever runs that channel here and there. Super nice. And great content. Yeah, a lot of good runs, a lot of fun music. Yeah, sometimes he'll take the music out and put something else in. Good taste. I want to try to get Kurisame's Dystopian Challenge out sooner than we did the last 2, because I'm just gonna be candid about this, because it was, our timing with the challenges was weird. Like we should have started it earlier if we were gonna do this, because we kind of just started it right at the tail end of Chaos, and we had already been playing Chaos for a long time and knew generally how to do it. Like we kind of just had Chaos figured out. So making challenges at that point, it really wasn't so bad. So yeah, our timing was weird because we started making challenges right on the cusp of entering into a new difficulty, and most of us had no idea what to expect, and we weren't sure what would constitute as a fair challenge, because we want to make them somewhat challenging, but it's less about the challenge, even though challenge is in the name, and more about just the fun, like just doing something different. So that's why with a lot of our requirements, there's usually some sort of theme with who you bring. Like for this one we did, you have to bring a type 0 character. And we might have made a few mistakes as far as making it too simple, because I didn't want to cut anyone's rosters too slim, because if we already have that one requirement where you have to bring one type 0, there's some people out there who might only have one type 0 character. So that requirement in and of itself for some people is going to mean, all right, I got to bring this one character if I want to do this. And maybe it's not Cater, maybe it's somebody else. Or maybe your only type 0 character is Cater. So if we're going to have requirements like that, we kind of have to just leave all of the type 0 characters, except for 8, obviously, because it's his event. We kind of just had to leave all of the type 0 characters open for people to use, because I want people to participate. But I also don't want... See, it's a weird balance to strike. It's like I don't want to make it too simple, and I also don't want to make it too restrictive. I'm saying it's not just me, it's we. It's me and a few other people who put these together. But that's kind of our goal, is we want people to participate and have fun. But I don't know. It's a weird balance to strike. We're still kind of figuring it out. I'm enjoying the hell out of it, though. I'll be honest. I really like it. But point being, for the next few challenges, I'd like to get them out sooner than we have been, because we're pretty good starting out, like getting them out like a day or two after the event dropped, and then something happened. We kind of just took a nosedive. And I don't want to do that anymore. I want to come back and actually release them in a more timely manner like we were when we first started. So, all this to say, a lot of us are already trying to figure out what to do for Kurisames. And it's hard to plan a challenge for a fight you've never done before. So it's like, we can talk about it and figure out what to do. But if we've never done the fight, we can't really, perfect our requirements yet, because we don't really know what to expect. The only thing that I know about Kurisame's fight coming up is that the orb condition is based on dealing ice damage. That's why Kurisame is so excellent there, because everything he does is ice, as far as I know. And it is, because he enchants your whole party with the ice element. So that means no matter what anybody does, the orb is getting reset. So, there's other options though. Again, Cater, everything she does is ice. She counters them, bam, orb reset. So yeah, shouldn't be so bad. I don't know if actually reset, I might have misspoke. Again, I know other people out there know more about this than I do, but I have not really looked into Kurisame's fight. I try to not look into fights too much. I like to be as surprised as possible by the fight when it comes. Like, I'll look a little bit, but not to the point where it's like, okay, I know everything that this boss is gonna do before I get there. Like, I kind of like to just know generally, like, all right, what are the resistances? What are the requirements? And now with Luffini, it's like, what's the orb condition? That's a whole new thing. So just knowing all of those things, and then I'll go in and do what I can. Normally, like I'm not one to, and I'm not begrudging anybody who does this. It's just not for me personally. But I try to not, like I just said, learn every single possible thing and exploit about a fight before I even do the fight. I like to figure that stuff out myself, just from playing and figuring out different combinations and different little tricks here and there. Like the Kefka thing, I had no idea, when I first came here. I wasn't sure when I first did this if Kefka's HP silence would nullify the orb when it dropped to 0. Turns out it did. So I'm like, okay, I'll share this with people if they don't know. A few others, Gabranth. That one's super weird. His enfeeblement that triggers counts as a counter for some reason. I don't know why it does. But with Gabranth on the team, Gabranth is excellent for this fight for 2 reasons in particular. One is that reason I just said. His enfeeblement, for some reason, is registered as a counter, meaning whenever they take a turn or anybody takes a turn, they just get reset. Like, it doesn't matter. They're always at 10 with Gabranth on the team. And what's the other gimmicky thing they do? They store up 900,000 brave, or 90,000, not 900,000. You know what I mean? 90,000 brave. Gabranth has multiple ways to just insta-break. So yeah, he's a wonderful option for this. If you're a person who doesn't have any counter units and you miss Noctis and shit like that, if you got Gabronth, bring him. He makes this fight easy. I think Eldnarsh too, probably. Because, yeah, I think the Terror, they can't... I think it functions like an HP Silence. They can't attack when they're terrorized, pretty sure. Don't quote me on that, though. I haven't tested it. I just imagine that that would be the case. Because if HP Silence works, I don't see why Terror wouldn't work. Another thing I'm not sure about, I think it does, but again, I haven't tested it, is Paralysis. It should work. Like, if they're paralyzed and the orb goes off, they should still be paralyzed, right? But the only thing with that is Paralysis only lasts for one turn. So the second their turn comes up, the paralysis goes away, and then you're screwed. They just crack you open. So, yeah. Not much to do with paralysis, but I think if the orb hits 0 and it's not even their turn, if they're paralyzed, they won't hit you. I mean, that would make sense, right? Again, I haven't tested it. Kind of just thinking out loud about what I think might be possible. Look how smooth this is. Like, they cannot do a damn thing to us. Yeah, Edge and Sazh are serious to this day. They're very good. I mean, really, you can't go wrong if you just pair them with your hardest hitting DPS. You should be fine for most fights. Unless they do something goofy like Dispel. And, okay. Again, alright, I just made the mistake. That was in Chaos. Pretty soon, Lufenia orbs are going to start dispelling buffs. So, what I just said might not apply anymore, but it did for a long-ass time, as far as Chaos goes. For Luffy, yeah, these orbs will start dispelling, so you can't... It will get to a point where there really aren't ways around the orb. You kind of just have to work within the confines of the orb itself. But we'll see. Again, haven't been there yet. Yeah, stack all the braid you want. You can't touch us. It doesn't matter. You're useless. So Vivi only has one turn left of Embers of Darkness after this, but it doesn't matter. He's already put in so much serious work. Like, you've done well. You could slow down if you need to. But the fact that they're at 15%, like, you did basically all of this. The other two helped a little bit, but no, you... as far as damage goes, that was all you, my dude. Orb goes off. It's worth nothing. Kaboom. 11 and 12. That's crazy. I kind of spammed through my attack boost quicker than I wanted to. But that's alright. Oh, see, this was a mistake what I just did here. Oh, no, never mind. I thought I C65. Never mind. I thought I used the C65 and then shot, because that would have just gotten rid of Mirage. But I might do that at some point, actually. I don't even remember. There is one point in this where I get broken. I'm like, oh, what the hell happened? So I'm glad I'm rewatching it now, because I think I can see. I think I just got rid of Edge's evasion for, like, no reason. But it didn't matter. I mean, we got it right back. I was getting too eager. I saw how low their health was. I just wanted it to be over. Oh, yeah, here it is. No, that's Vivi. What am I talking about? I was there. Why don't I remember? This wasn't that long ago. Damn. He has one turn left in Mirage. Now none. Okay. Protect Vivi. These guys do a lot of just brave attacks. I noticed that the first time this boss came around. It felt like... I mean, again, I don't know. It kind of felt like just his attack patterns and like, you know, what he was doing. It felt kind of like a pre-EX era fight, where it was just lots of brave attacks, which I thought was strange. They did that for a Chaos, where I don't know. Like that's just mainly all I saw him do. Who was my original team? I remember my original team for this event. Because I didn't get 8, and I didn't have King at the time when I first did this. My original team for this event was Golbez, because he was Synergy, Tifa, and Y'shtola. Speaking of easy Lufinias, Tifa on the Japanese version. Dude, she makes it easy. It seems like she's just such a powerhouse. Like, it's unbelievable. I can't wait. I'm going all in. I don't care what anybody says. Well, I think everybody would say, yeah, that's a good decision, because did you see the damage that she's doing over there? If you're unaware of what I'm talking about with Tifa and the way she currently functions on the Japanese server, go look it up. It's a ridiculous amount of damage. I'm talking on the levels of she can do like burst sequence levels of damage with like a skill or 2. It's crazy. That LD is so powerful. We are close. Somebody's gonna get cracked open. Not that time. Or did the break already happen and then I missed it? I might have been rambling and looking away when it actually happened. Light them up. Yeah, it already happened. I just wasn't paying attention. My bad. I'm wondering if I would have focused the one on the left if they both would have died. I don't know. It doesn't matter anyway. Okay, let's exploit this orb mechanic one more time. You can swing and miss again. And that's that. Now I don't even remember. I might have misspoke. I don't know if Kurosame is tomorrow or the next day. But he's soon, regardless. So good luck to anyone pulling on that one. And thanks for watching.